Okay, so this is an apology, and this is an apology to my own future self, from my past self, because I did some things that I shouldn't. And the last video I see is like a year back, so let me just give you an update on what happened on the whole year, how I fucked it up, because it was a total waste. But I owe an apology to my 1 year old Aryan because I just saw that back then. I just remembered that back then he was just killing it. And there's a reason I am in this. So, first things first, on April, I was at very good momentum, like 2024. And to be honest, that was the guy who would have hit $100,000 a month. Now I know why or what happened. But let me first get back to what happened in the last 12 months. So, on March, when I had a trip with my family and I returned in April 1, I was in Noida. So I left my hometown Agra and then I got to Noida in my room where I live there alone. Now, after that, I did watch some courses. Like, that was the best self ever. Like, the last, that self, that 1 or 2 month was the same RN who did $10,000 in profit in 2022 March when I took a challenge from a friend. So after that, after that challenge, let me start from there. After that challenge, I got very comfortable. Okay, I was a bit productive, but a lot of comfortable. So when you hit that floor and ceiling. So I didn't remember, but like even though I wanted to go to $30,000 a month, actions and then the thoughts, right? My actions dictated that okay, that was the floor, the ceiling, sorry. So it was only a downward spiral. I was just too comfortable, and then I made a new friend. uh, I will not say that I wasted my time getting him on board, but the reason was I did that was because I had a void in myself that okay, I need someone to grow and make this money, because I've always had somebody and they were not as ambitious I am, but they had some hints that okay, they are ambitious, and I was like okay, I was just trying to change them. And so after 2022 March, I met like he's a brother, and even though we do not talk right now as of now, I know in the future I will just get him on, because so let's not talk about it. So after that I got too comfortable, and then I tried working, and then I did something, and then I did something, but like I did like 10-20 minutes of meditation, and then we together found out that okay, meditation is working. And then I got into meditations and stuff like that, and then I got to watch courses and watch videos of people on the internet. And after March, and like I spent a year and then 2 years, and then on 2024 January, I got back to like on December 2023, 2023, I got back to Agra because I know that okay, now I only want to watch videos on YouTube for like 3 hours each or 6 hours per day, and I need to learn how to actually scale a agency for $30,000 or $100,000 a month. Then I spent like my schedule was I wasted the whole day, but at night at 12 a.m., just like right now, what I'm doing, I get into my zone. Okay, let's do something because I will not be able to sleep. Then January, February, March, I got to a trip, and then I was like, okay, I'm not able to do it at my home. Let's go to Noida. And on April 1, I started watching those videos, the courses, and I was watching a course. And April, I did exactly what I will say, and I think it's on the last video, I don't remember. So I was following a pretty sick routine. I was watching 6 hours, 8 hours of daily content, and that was the more best month ever. Like it's been a year, but that was the best productive, the most I got out of month, like whole April, and then the first 2 weeks of May. But then I got back here in Agra. I thought that I would just take my sister along, my sibling. So, because she was working in the business and I was working on the business. Now, what happened was I got her to Noida. I thought it would be a great idea because she's very in a comfortable zone, and I thought to change her because I wanted the business to grow, but that failed. And I was not that productive at all. And we both were not, we were just comfortable there as well. So we were not working, we were just hanging out and spending money and stuff like that. So that failed, and I wasted a few months, and then I got back to Agra again in August 2024. This is what I'm talking about, and then it was just a waste. Like I did some meditation. Like it's not I didn't learn it all because I had a curve, but it was like 30 minutes, 1 hour per day. So I was barely doing anything. It's 0.01%. And that was a very dark period because I was just using my phone and stuff like that. And I spent the last 6 months just like that. August, September, October, November, December, January, and this is February, and then this is March. So the last 6 months, I fucked it up. I owe that apology to myself because I just wasted my time doing the ordinary stuff, going out with people. Like I still remember the RN, you can say a year back of April 2024, or you can say March 2022, the back then when I used to do 75 hard and stuff like that. That Aryan and this Aryan from the last 6 months that I'm living in, they are both very different. This Aryan, the one I'm right now, just wants to party or just waste my time with my mom, with my siblings, with my friends. I do not feel like working. Like, if you take out my calendar, like, I do not meet any, I didn't do any kind of productive stuff. But every hour, I'm just watching phone for like 8 hours, 10 hours per day, scrolling on Instagram, and just stupid comedy stuff. And it continued till like in October, I made some money. Like, uh, here's the thing. Here's a schedule of that RN, that October, November, December RN. So I would wake up at 1 or 2. I will watch a few hours of reels, and then I will eat a lot of carbs, a lot of food, and then I will like, okay, I will work after 15-20 minutes. Let's meditate, and I meditate for like 15-20 minutes, and then I watch mobile phone for 2 hours, and then I went out for a walk, and then I again watched television for like a few hours and stuff like that. And then once it's 9 to 10 o'clock, I just go out with a friend and spend like 3 hours, 4 hours out. Then I go to home at 2 a.m. and then I sleep, and then I wake up at 2 a.m. Some stuff like that. So this was the schedule for the last 6 months, and I wanted to get out of it, but I was not able to get out because I had, you can just say distractions, because it's so easy to say that it was distractions, but like from the last 3 days, I have fixed it. So right now, I know that it was distractions, but when I was in there, I was very lost. It was very bad. I was very unmotivated. I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't even feel like watching YouTube videos like Harmozy or any other people, even Charlie Morgan or anybody. So I did not even feel like doing it. So I was not even in that area now, or that arena. Now I got fat. I got I got 96 kilos. A year back, I was, I think, 76, 78, or 80 or something like that. So I got a lot of overweight right now. And so in October, I bought a car, and only like I did that because I was feeling very poor, but I had money in the bank. I didn't have much. I just had to buy a car, and I forced my parents that okay, if I can buy this car, it will force me to work, and then I will get to $30,000 a month, or I will be rich then, and then I will get to $70,000 a month in like 3 months, because once I have my car, because I've never had my own car. So it was a very big thing for me. So I challenged myself that okay, if I got all my clients to pay me $1,000, and if I made $5,000 in 5 days, I will just do it. And I did it actually. In 5 days, I got $5,000, 1,000, like somebody pays me $3,000, and then the other other three paid me, like someone paid me 750, and like I made $5,000 in 5 days. And on the sixth day, I just forced my parents that okay, I'm gonna buy a car. Please let me buy a car, and then I just bought it. And not saying that it was a bad decision, it was a good decision because I would rather get that car in front of me because it was a very mindset shift. The current car I have, the Swift Desire, I feel very poor in it. So I made that switch, and before I turned 24, I bought it. It was a very good moment. And one of the problem is like on 29th October, I bought it. And then in the whole November, here's what I did. I woke up at 1. I got with my mom and then just talked about a few hours and then watched, like, meditated 30 minutes and then watched phone Instagram reels for like 6 hours. And at night, I just went with my friend because I bought a new car. So this is what I was doing the whole November. And I even crashed the car. Like, I didn't do it, somebody just did. Maybe God did. Okay, somebody just rear-ended my car, and it was with the insurance company, with the service company, for a month, like 1.5 months. So even when, okay, we will talk some, God did it, let's just put it that way. Okay, and I have a lot of connections. So here's the thing, the friend I told you, right, he's still a brother to me, and a lot of stuff happened. His family doesn't want me to stay with him because I am the bad guy, and his father wants him to run the old school business he have. It's not making that much money, but I knew that okay, if he will come with me, we will make $1,000 a day because he is a very hard guy. Okay, and I had it, but as I said, I needed some support, so I was always looking for him. But his family, you always used to get angry on him and stuff like that. So I had a lot of drama when I got the car. I spent a few weeks with him, and then I need to fight him. Like, not fight, but yes, we didn't talk because I know that okay, it's getting too much drama in his life. So I backed off. He also backed off. Then we didn't meet. Now, then this car thing happened because I was with my other friend. He was walking with me at my, like, we used to walk at night. So September, October, November, and even December, and then till January, me and Faisal used to spend 6 hours. We didn't used to work, like we work for like 1 hour, 2 hour max, but we just used to hang out in that new Slavia. And at night we are going out, and in the morning we are going out. So we were just enjoying, and 2 to 3 months I did that. Even like I was with Faisal when that crash happened, and after the 15-20 days I realized that it was God's sign that I'm having too much fun and I didn't deserve it. But I still didn't took action on it. I was like, okay, I will do it, I will do it, I will do it tomorrow, I will do it, and stuff like that. So now some stuff happened, and now I'm not even friends with Faisal. So I do not have Rahul, I do not have Faisal. The car also had was gone for a month, and now as I have lost all of my friends, like the whole February, I was still not doing anything. But then I started doing some stuff. Okay, let's meditate, let's not watch phone for a day and stuff like that. And now I'm in momentum today. So like it took me 7-10 days. First I fixed my phone scrolling addiction. Okay, I gave myself a word that I will not watch for a few hours, and then I did it, and then I built it up on, like, then I built it. But right now I do not have any friends. Those two were the only guys I used to talk. Now I only have my sibling, my mother, my father. That's it. There's no human interaction at all. Now I think these three people gone because all God wants me to do is do it all alone and actually do the stuff that I'm just trying for 2 years, solid 2 years, like 20, like 3 years now. And I think it's time now to actually do it. I made some momentum after a whole year, and I will tell you in this video how I did it. But okay, now, like yesterday I was thinking about this. Maybe Faisal left and he quit. He was like, I do not want to make more money now. Money doesn't make me happy and stuff like that. So it was also very dramatic. I was like, I do not want to go back there. So I cut him off as well. Now I do not spend my time with anybody. Now, what I think is all of this is happening because I'm not working. And God just wanted me to work. If I worked before buying the car, I would have gotten a better one. Or even when I bought the car, I didn't work because my goal was in 3 months I will make $70,000 a month. That didn't happen. And not just I didn't make that money, I neither watched any courses, neither I watched anything. Okay, not even Charlie Morgan or not even Alex Becker or Harmuzi, because I just told you I do not even feel like watching it. I just used to scroll Instagram all day every day. So let's talk about how I created the momentum I have right now, because it takes a lot of efforts to make a video like this and get into momentum. I just flipped the switch and I will tell you how I did it. So, after 5 years, when I will have a Rolls Royce or have a, like the first goal now is to have a Z4 and then a Fortuner, first a Fortuner and then a Z4 and then a few other luxury cars. One of them will be G Wagons and the last one will be the Rolls Royce. So, after 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, when either I will die or you will come back to this video, okay? There's nothing in between. Okay, and even if I die, you just know that I was a guy who would have made it. So let's talk about how I built momentum, because this is probably the lowest I've ever been and the brokest I have ever been, because even after buying a fucking car, believe me when I say it, I was richer when I was in that challenge March 2022. I had a lot more money. I had like 30 lakh rupees in my bank account. And for the car right now, this car is like 20 lakh rupees, which is almost $25,000. In India, we pay double for cars. And I only had like $15,000 all in my bank. Right now, I do not even have $5,000 in my bank account. All of my bank account, like even the emergency funds. So I'm that poor. I'm that poor right now. I'm just broke. And so this is it. Oh, I was like, how I made the momentum. The first thing I did is quit social media and meditated a bit, like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. It took me a few days, and then I got like 1 hour. Then I made a word myself. Like I'm strong on a word. Even though I didn't worked for like 6 months, I had a word, because when I said that okay, I will do 1 hour of meditation or I will not eat, I will do it. I will do the 1 hour thing, because it fucks with you, man. It's very sad. If you are breaking your own word, please do not. Either do not say anything, or whenever you say it, make sure you do it. So, what I did, I actually log out of my Instagram, blocked it, and I was not watching Instagram. And then I, it's stupid. I downloaded a football game on my iPad, and I was like, okay, I will not use social media scrolls, but you can play football. So I played 6 hours per day football. So after doing it for a week and two, then I started meditating, and then I started reading book. One of the main factors was book, but here comes the final. Here comes the final thing that changed the switch. That was fitness. That was like the dumbbells I have at my house. The old thing that I did used to do with Rahul. That okay, if I said I will like first you do reps, and then you're like okay, I did 25 reps. Okay, nice. Then I did 50 reps. Okay, now I'm exhausted. On the third or the fourth time, I would say, okay, I will do 100 reps. And if I do it, you can have the meal or you can have the sugary thing you want. I did that and I actually did the 100 reps. And then I ate the food or the reward I have. So I did this, and dude, in just 3 days, now I am in momentum. It's so stupid. From the last 1 year, I didn't do this thing. Zero physical fitness, because in April, when I had the momentum, I had the fitness thing going on. In the whole 1 year, it was like for a few days, but it was never the momentum. It was never that seriously. And all the days I did was like with Rahul. So when he was not there, I was not able to do it because, as I said, I needed someone. Now it's a little sad, but I do not need anybody else. I have zero friends, and everybody is gone. It's hard to say that because I never believed that I would face it. But okay, this is it. I've gone over it. And now the only goal is to first make myself rich, and then let's see if they want to come, they can join. If they do not want to, I can't force them. I cannot fight their own battles because I'm in this game from the last 7 years. I started at 2018 and August, September. So it's that long. It took me 7 years to get here, and they are beginners. So I do not want to. It will just be a time waste for me, and it was very hard. I cried a lot, and it feels lonely as well right now. It does feel lonely, but what I've noticed is when you get into momentum, like after these 3 days, then right now I'm not feeling sad for themselves or my own self. And now the only thing I want to do is not fuck up this momentum because this is the only thing I have. And as I said, right now what's building the momentum is doing this fitness thing. So now I know I just need to do 75 hard, bro. It's hard for a reason. It's there for the reason. And to get out of that loop, it took me 6 months to realize it. And if there's only one message, that if I want to save my 12 months and you want to learn something, I dare you to do 75 hard. Not just the regular 75 hard, but do things that are hard to you. Okay, that's the whole essence of this video. If you click this video and if you are watching the RN of 2030 or 2027 and he's made any money, if there's only one thing I want you to know, is do hard things. For the next 3 days, I want you to like make a list of 10 things. I dare you to do this. I dare you to do this. Do not watch any, like, if you want to do me a favor, if I'm changing 1% of your life, or you're just watching this video till here after like 10 years, because I know I will have zero views right when I upload this. I'm not famous yet. It's not a success yet. So if you're watching this video, I dare you to write 10 things that's freaking the hell out of your life. That's giving you गांड फट रही है तुम्हारी ये करने में, वो लिखो उसको. So write it down, and I dare you to do 5 of them in the next 3 days. Yes, you heard me right, and I believe me, on the fourth day you will have some momentum. And the word I want you to give me is you will do it in the next 3 days, the 5 things. Okay, and then once you have the momentum, give yourself a word and do the other 5, or start the other 5 after after the 3 days. And that's how you will save not just 1 year, because I just wasted my whole year learning this. You will say 3 years because I remember that Aryan in March 2022, he had more momentum than me. Even though I have a lot more knowledge now, but that momentum, that energy, that in the arena, because I got out of that arena from the last 1 year and from the last 3 years. So take my advice, and if you do not do it, then mark my words, you will not be able to be successful. So this is what the whole 1 year update is, and the whole 1 year I did got some very good lessons. I lost all of my friends. I only had one guy. So, and it's not permanent loss, but if I didn't do anything now, or if I didn't make a success, they will be gone forever. Or maybe they are permanently gone, just like the other people I have lost in my life. So, right now, my only focus is to get myself better, because the only way to, like, I do not feel lonely when I'm in momentum. So, I do not want to feel it. And right now, just after this video, I want you to make that list. And I will do 100 reps of that exercise so I feel some momentum, bro. Okay, so this was a hard task. Okay, right now it's 3:30 a.m. It's 4 March 2025, and soon I will start the 75 hard or a series or something like that, because I need to do that. And I just wanted to say sorry to my older self, but I just got to remember the line I said in the last few videos. The best apology is change behaviors. So, okay, I will do one thing. I will do something hard after this, like this, after these reps. That's enough for today. Bye.